Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers say that Rick Lansing will summon Sasha Gilmore to court for Willow Corinthos' custody hearing. Why does Sasha's testimony matter in the custody hearing? Has Rick found Sasha and Michael Corinthos' one-night stand? Rick Lansing is determined to help Willow Corinthos. Rick discovered that there had already been an investigation into Michael's personal life. If Willow has spoken, everyone is aware that Michael frequently hid secrets from her. Willow had no idea Michael was working with Dex Heller each time he got into a mess with him. Michael once adored his father, but later wished to kill him to keep everyone safe. Michael got past that and put an end to it, and Willow had no idea. To defend himself from Sonny, Dex became a police officer. Unfortunately, one of Sonny's opponents eventually defeated Dex. Michael Corinthos cheated before Willow Corinthos. Willow might have kissed Drew Kane before Michael cheated on her. However, Michael was the first to jump into someone else's bed. Of course, Michael and Sasha were together years before, and their tryst was unplanned. Sasha and Michael were both intoxicated and needed someone to lean on. If Rick discovers that Sasha's kid belongs to Michael, and that they slept together before, Michael's custody battle is doomed. Unfortunately, Michael had nothing to do with this dispute in the first place. Michael is completely unaware of what is going on because Carly Spencer is in charge of everything. Rick Lansing is determined to get answers. Fans are well aware that Rick despises Sonny and is as hostile to Sonny's children. Rick would do anything to take Michael's children and keep them away from Sonny. However, bringing Sasha into the mix now involves Jason Morgan, which is even more thrilling. Of course, Jason might enlist Diane Miller to help defend Sasha and the baby. Diane knows the truth, but she also knows Jason is claiming the child. Can Diane come up with a reason why Sasha cannot testify? Will Sasha discover that her baby secret has been entirely exposed when she takes the stand? Despite the fact that nothing is certain regarding the circumstances behind this summons. However, Sasha may have no choice than to testify. Can Sasha and Jason preserve her secret? Or does Rick already know the truth? Dr. Liesl Obrecht returns as GH's chief of staff when Portia's crimes are uncovered. According to General Hospital spoilers, Dr. Portia Robinson may face the consequences of her crimes shortly. Portia is facing not only termination as co-chief of staff at General Hospital, but also prison time for doctoring Heather Weber's test results. When this problem is revealed, the General Hospital Board will undoubtedly let Portia leave, and Dr. Terry Randolph may be surprised as well. Both Terry Randolph and Portia Robinson have been fired. Portia's crimes have come to light, and she has been arrested and accused with tampering with Heather Weber's test results, leaving the GH board with little alternative but to release her. Terry believes she will be given the role now that Portia is no longer involved, but the hospital's board may have other plans. Terry is called to a meeting with the hospital board, and she is horrified to find that they have decided to take the hospital in a new path, including letting her go. They believe she may have known and covered for Portia, and they cannot risk having her complete the assignment alone. Terry would be outraged and consider this to be highly unjust. Dr. Liesl Obrecht appointed chief of staff at General Hospital. A conference would be conducted with General Hospital's doctors and nurses, including Elizabeth Baldwin, Dr. Lucas Jones, Dr. Isaiah Gannon, and many others, to unveil the new chief of staff. Everyone will be startled when Dr. Liesl Obrecht makes her triumphant comeback to General Hospital, instilling terror and frustration in the hearts of the hospital's best. Dr. Liesl Obrecht lays down the law at General Hospital. Obrecht lays down the law and runs a tight ship, demonstrating that she hasn't changed at all from her previous position as chief of staff. She would be here to see that all rules and policies are followed, and that no shortcuts or exceptions are made for anyone. Liesl would irritate head nurse Elizabeth and the doctors. Given the lawsuits and shenanigans that occurred under Portia and Terry's leadership, the GH board believes that reappointing Liesl is exactly what the hospital needs at this moment. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Do you think Portia will be fired? Will Terry be fired as well as Portia? Will Liesl Obrecht return as General Hospital's chief of staff? Continue to watch General Hospital, which airs weekdays on ABC, to find out what the future holds. Christina's guilt is killing her. Fans of General Hospital know that if there's one thing we've learned about life in the fictional town of Port Charles, it's that no secret is kept for too long. And that fact alone may be killing Christina, since she knows the truth about her attempted murder will eventually be revealed. Christina's guilt is killing her. The brunette beauty is spiraling out of control after attempting to murder Ava. Not only that, but her mother Alexis was about to institutionalize her. However, it appears that Christina is motivated to correct her wrongs. Not only that, but she wants to go on with her life, even if it means working extra hard to keep everything a secret. In an interview with Soap Opera Digest, actress Kate Monsey, who plays Christina on the hit ABC soap, stated, "I absolutely think it's a hardship for her. She's just feeling buried by everything, you know? And the more buried she gets and the closer she is to being discovered, the closer we get to this all blowing up somehow. What's next for Christina?" However, Dante is the one person Christina is willing to confess the truth to. That's because he's one of the few people she can trust in Port Charles. Kate expressed it like way. She would completely tell and confide in him. They're so close, and I don't think she'd tell her father, Sonny, because it's too delicate for them, but Dante is the next best person for her. Let's see if that happens, right? It goes without saying that General Hospital viewers must tune in every day to see what happens next. The tension in the room was evident as Rick leaned against the doorframe with his arms folded over his chest. His piercing gaze focused on Sasha, who sat stiffly on the couch, nervously pulling the hem of her shirt. The air between them was thick with unspoken words, a silent struggle of wills playing out in the span of a few heartbeats. Has he figured it out? Had Rick finally unearthed the truth she had worked so hard to conceal? Sasha had always been meticulous about keeping her secret. Every falsehood, every half-truth, was meticulously planned to throw anyone who might suspect off the scent. But Rick was not just anyone. He was acutely aware, intuitive, and far too perceptive for his own good. Over the last 2 weeks, she had seen how his gaze lingered on her for much too long, and how he posed seemingly innocent but suspicious inquiries. And now they were together, the weight of his stillness pressing against her like a tangible force. She gulped hard and forced herself to meet his stare. If he knew, wouldn't he say something? Or was he waiting for her to make a mistake that would confirm his assumptions without him having to say anything? Rick exhaled softly, pushing away from the doorframe and taking a step forward. "You've been acting strange lately," he stated quietly but firmly. Sasha's pulse quickened. Strange? What exactly did that mean? Had she been overly jumpy? Are you being too evasive? She attempted a laugh, which sounded hollow even to her own ears. Strange how? I've just been tired. He tilted his head slightly and studied her. It is more than that. You have been distant. As if you're hiding something. Her stomach twisted. This was it. The moment she had dreaded. If she disputed it too passionately, he might interpret it as confirmation. But if she said nothing, he would become even more suspicious. She needed to distract to shift his focus elsewhere. Everyone has secrets, Rick, she remarked gently, her tone light. Doesn't mean they're worth digging into. A spark of something passed across his face. Is it frustration? Disappointment? Before his visage softened into something unintelligible. Some secrets are bigger than others, he explained. And some they can hurt people. Was it a threat? A warning? Sasha's thoughts raced. Had he discovered evidence? Had he been tipped off? She had been so meticulous, but even the best laid plans could fail with a single blunder. Rick took another step closer, and she resisted the temptation to recoil away. If there's something you need to tell me, he added quietly, now would be the time. The words hung between them, weighted with implications. Was it an ultimatum? A last chance to come clean before he exposes her himself? Her throat clenched. Confessing would mean losing everything. His trust, their love, and the life she had created. But if he was already aware, denying it would simply make matters worse. She opened her mouth, unsure what she would say. A confession, another lie, or something in between, when his phone rang sharply, breaking the quiet. Rick hesitated before pulling it from his pocket and looking at the screen. He stiffened his jaw before returning his gaze to her. This isn't over, he muttered quietly, before turning and walking away, leaving Sasha alone with her thoughts. As the door clicked shut behind him, she leaned back against the couch, breathing in weak gasps. Had she really avoided a bullet? Or had she simply postponed the inevitable? Rick was tenacious in his pursuit of answers, and if he was truly onto her, the truth would eventually come out. For the time being, however, the secret remained hers. And she would do anything to keep it that way. The hallways of General Hospital are no stranger to controversy, betrayal, and surprise comebacks. But the latest twist, Dr. Liesl Obrecht's return as Chief of Staff, threatens to shatter the hospital's fundamental core. This dramatic shift follows the unexpected revelation that Dr. Portia Robinson, a respected and beloved physician, has been keeping a dark secret, one that might kill her career and land her in prison. As the truth about Portia's misdeeds emerges, the hospital devolves into anarchy, and the board scrambles to find a leader capable of restoring order. Enter Dr. Liesl Obrecht, a woman with a convoluted past and undeniable medical expertise. Portia Robinson was long regarded as a pillar of the GH community, compassionate, skilled, and committed to her patients. However, beneath that polished facade was a labyrinth of lies. Portia's sins, whether they were altering medical records, covering up negligence, or even more heinous acts, were kept concealed until now. The discovery of her misdeeds sends shockwaves across the hospital, leading staff and patients to doubt who they can trust. With her reputation in shambles and legal penalties approaching, Portia's demise leaves an immediate power vacuum at the top. In times of crisis, General Hospital has frequently relied on strong, determined leaders, and few fit that description better than Dr. Liesl Obrecht. Despite her mixed history with GH, which includes past confrontations, questionable connections, and even her own illegal activities, Obrecht's medical talent is undeniable. Her reappearance elicits varied reactions. Some see her as the only one capable of stabilizing the ship, while others dread her ruthlessness and unpredictable conduct. However, hard times necessitate desperate methods, and the board concludes that Obrecht's skill outweighs her contentious past. Liesl sees this as more than just a professional accomplishment. It is personal. After years of being overlooked, underestimated, and even imprisoned, she now has the chance to recover her place at the top. Her enemies in the hospital, those who doubted her, deceived her, or stood in her way, are now at her mercy. Obrecht has never been one to forgive quickly, and her return as Chief of Staff will undoubtedly result in a reckoning for those who wronged her. Meanwhile, the effects of Portia's exposure begin to spread across the hospital. Colleagues who formerly revered her now feel misled, and patients who trusted her with their lives are questioning the treatment they received. Legal fights loom, and the media frenzy surrounding the affair threatens to irreparably damage GH's name. Obrecht's main priority is to restore public trust, while keeping the hospital's operations running smoothly. However, Liesl Obrecht is not known for playing it safe. Her leadership style is outspoken, uncompromising, and frequently contentious. She makes drastic changes, rearranging staff assignments, enforcing stringent new protocols, and dismissing anyone she considers incompetent or disloyal. Some believe her actions are important for transformation, while others accuse her of holding authority like a tyrant. As tensions increase, rumors of insurrection start to circulate among the workforce. One of the most intriguing aspects of this power shift is Obrecht's connection with Dr. Hamilton Finn. The two have a tangled past, marked by professional rivalry and personal hatred. Finn, who has always been a voice of reason and ethics, clashes fiercely with Obrecht's aggressive style. Their struggles over patient care, hospital procedures, and moral bounds become legendary within GH's walls. Despite the hatred, there is an underlying respect. Each respects the other's intelligence, even if their ideologies couldn't be more dissimilar. Then there's the issue of Britt Westbourne, Liesl's daughter. Britt has a difficult history with GH, and her troubled connection with her mother adds to the drama surrounding Obrecht's return. Will Britt support or oppose her mother's new role? And how can Obrecht strike the delicate balance between being a leader and a mother, especially when her decisions have a direct impact on Britt's future? As the days pass into weeks, Obrecht's tenure as Chief of Staff proves to be as turbulent as anticipated. She faces challenges from all sides, including doctors who oppose her authority, board members who question her judgments, and external threats from competitor hospitals wanting to take advantage of GH's turmoil. Despite this, Liesl maintains resolute, employing every weapon in her arsenal: charm, intimidation, and sheer willpower. But the most pressing question is whether Liesl Obrecht can actually change, or if her vicious character is doomed to repeat previous cycles. Portia's misdeeds expose the fragility of trust within the hospital, and Obrecht must now choose whether to rule with an iron fist or to establish a new legacy, one that could redefine her place in GH history. According to General Hospital teasers for the week of May 26 to 30th, Port Charles will see some intriguing occurrences. To start with, the Monday, May 26 program will be a rerun of an episode from November 2024, in which Lulu Spencer made a comeback to the small community. This is due to the United States Memorial Day vacation. Now that the formalities have been completed, the drama will begin, and it appears that the most of the week will be devoted to the fallout from Giovanni Gio Palmieri's secret bombshell and Michael Corinthos' return. According to GH teasers, Dante Falconeri and Brooklyn Quartermain-Chase will work things out in the coming days. Dante will probably snap at his pal for keeping him in the dark about their adolescent pregnancy and son. However, both will also turn to Lois Cerullo to explain her decision to pair Gio with a Bensonhurst relative. Lois will find it difficult to defend her position, but will they listen to her? Gio will be contacted by Dante and Brooklyn throughout the week of May 26 to 30th, but will he be interested in hearing what they have to say? Brooklyn and her father, Ned Quartermain, will also have a heart-to-heart in the interim. As fans may remember, Ned was extremely offended last week when Lois revealed their daughter's pregnancy without telling him. Is Brooklyn going to help Ned understand why she didn't inform him of this? Harrison Chase will have something he needs to talk about now that the truth is out. Will Dante, Lois, or Brooklyn be the target of this? In relation to the Gio bombshell, Cody Bell will be dealing with a great deal of guilt as he observes the consequences. Sash Corbin, his cousin, will nevertheless step in and give some guidance. Is she able to calm him down? As the week comes to a close, GH viewers should prepare for an intense altercation between Dante and Lulu. Dante will find out about Lulu's part in Gio discovering the truth after some tearful talks with Brooklyn and maybe Cody. He will then approach her head-on. Any romantic preparations for a reunion between these two are likely to be blown out of proportion. Everyone will still be in shock by Michael's reappearance and his touching reunion with Wiley Corinthos at the nurses' ball at the start of the week. As viewers witnessed, Michael was taking Wiley home. But before he does, viewers might anticipate a pleasant moment in which the father expresses his longing for his kid. Jason Morgan will intercept Willow Tate Corinthos and Drew Kane as they attempt to stop Michael from leaving the event. After Michael's homecoming, Nina Reeves will be devastated at nurses' ball and will ask Sonny Corinthos if they can cooperate to get a settlement on the child custody issue, for the benefit of the children. It doesn't appear that Sonny will make an effort to assist Willow or Nina with this now that the roles have been reversed. In any case, it appears like Amelia Corinthos will be waiting for Michael and Wiley when they arrive at Carly Spencer's house. Supporters can anticipate some heartwarming moments when Michael reunites with his loved ones during a pleasant reunion. According to General Hospital teasers, Michael will also speak with Jason one-on-one later this week as he expresses gratitude to his uncle for everything that he has done. In related news, Michael has a request for Sash, his hidden baby mama, and they will sort of get back together. What might this have to do with? Returning to Nina, she will confide in Maxie Jones about something. Does she disclose her role in Drew's ketamine controversy to Maxie Jones? Nina needs to get everything off her chest because she must feel bad about Tracy Quartermain's incarceration. Furthermore, Nina will receive some guidance from Ava Jerome of all people. Given her history, would the Crimson editor heed Ava's advice? Speaking of Ava, it appears like the Friday, May 30th episode will be unpleasant when Christina Corinthos Davis and Lucky Spencer ask to meet with Alexis Davis. Will Lucky and Christina attempt to devise a strategy to stop Ava and Rick Lansing from blackmailing Alexis now that they are aware of this? Alexis will most likely order the two to leave. Will they, though? In other news, Trina Robinson and Kai Taylor will celebrate his recovery with each other next week after his surgery. But is tragedy in the offing for the young couple? And may Kai's rehabilitation suddenly regress? The relationship between Trina's parents will continue to deteriorate even though her romance is going well, because Curtis Ashford will have misgivings about Portia Robinson. Are these two going to Splitsville? General Hospital spoilers suggest that Curtis is furious about Portia's recent deceptions and machinations. On May 17th, Steve Burton of General Hospital wed his lover Michelle Lundstrom, and the wedding reception took place at the Montage Laguna Beach, which is located on the coast. He posted a cute selfie of himself and his new wife this week. Continue reading to view the picture, and read his heartfelt remarks on the special day. A fan selfie during their honeymoon? Given that it has only been a week since his wedding, Steve may still be in Hawaii on his honeymoon. But he never forgets his numerous JH followers. He therefore shared a few Instagram pictures on Saturday that some people had already seen in other popular publications. One of them, though, was a cute selfie. At the moment, the couple was in their vehicle. Wearing a white shirt, tie, and back jacket, he looked extremely put together. He also looked amazing with his hair neatly groomed. Michelle looked stunning in her white wedding gown next to him. The ABC star offered a very heartfelt statement in his caption. He stated, "A divine day. 5/17/25 I recently got married to the love of my life. A true angel who amazes me every day. So appreciative. I am extremely fortunate to have her as my wife. Cheers to a lifetime with the most incredible woman I've ever met. I appreciate all of your nice remarks." On May 17th, Steve Burton of General Hospital wed his lover Michelle Lundstrom, and the wedding reception took place at the Montage Laguna Beach, which is located on the coast. He posted a cute selfie of himself and his new wife this week. Continue reading to view the picture, and read his heartfelt remarks on the special day. A fan selfie during their honeymoon? Given that it has only been a week since his wedding, Steve may still be in Hawaii on his honeymoon. But he never forgets his numerous JH followers. He therefore shared a few Instagram pictures on Saturday that some people had already seen in other popular publications. One of them, though, was a cute selfie. At the moment, the couple was in their vehicle. Wearing a white shirt, tie, and back jacket, he looked extremely put together. He also looked amazing with his hair neatly groomed. Michelle looked stunning in her white wedding gown next to him. The ABC star offered a very heartfelt statement in his caption. "What a divine day," he remarked. 5/17/25 I recently got married to the love of my life. A true angel who amazes me every day. So appreciative. I am extremely fortunate to have her as my wife. Cheers to a lifetime with the most incredible woman I've ever met. I appreciate all of your nice remarks. Commentary from TV stars as usual. Finola Hughes responded in the comments section. On the daytime drama, she appears to be a really pleasant cast member. This is just such a beautiful thing, she wrote. Congratulations, you too, she said, adding 3 emojis of red hearts. Laura Wright was the next to write, such a beautiful celebration. In response, Maurice Bernard naturally said, hey, that's my guy. After receiving responses from other celebrities, Catherine Sutherland of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers wrote, so happy you found your queen. Fans reacted as well. After 23 years of marriage and 3 children, Steve Burton's marriage to Sherry Gustin ended with some toxicity, which makes many people pleased for him. For the actual Jason Morgan, who had been fired from the show for not following COVID regulations, it was a trying moment. Furthermore, he asserted that he was not responsible for Sherry's 4th pregnancy. Fans expressed their continued admiration for him in the comments section. Steve, you look so happy, your eyes are glowing. One of them wrote, your bride is stunning. Here are some further responses. Steve, I'm so very pleased for you. My entire family grew up watching GH, and we always loved the entire cast, so I've been a huge fan for years. When you realize how God has blessed you with a lovely wife and a happy season, it makes you very happy. Congratulations, you two look amazing. I hope you both have a long life. Do you think it's great that Steve Burton in his 50s discovered love again? For all of your General Hospital cast news and updates, leave a comment below and return frequently. Commentary from TV stars. As usual, Finola Hughes responded in the comments section. On the daytime drama, she appears to be a really pleasant cast member. This is just such a beautiful thing, she wrote. Congratulations, you too, she said, adding 3 emojis of red hearts. Laura Wright came next, writing, what a lovely celebration. Naturally, Maurice Bernard replied as well, stating, hey, that's my guy. Catherine Sutherland from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers said, so happy you found your queen, in response to other celebrities' comments. Fans reacted as well. After 23 years of marriage and 3 children, Steve Burton's marriage to Sherry Gustin ended with some toxicity, which makes many people pleased for him. For the actual Jason Morgan, who had been fired from the show for not following COVID regulations, it was a trying moment. In addition, he asserted that he was not responsible for Sherry's 4th pregnancy. Fans expressed their continued admiration for him in the comments section. "Steve, you look so happy, your eyes are glowing." One of them wrote, "Your bride is stunning." Here are some further responses. "Steve, I'm so very pleased for you. My entire family grew up watching GH, and we always loved the entire cast, so I've been a huge fan for years. When you realize how God has blessed you with a lovely wife and a happy season, it makes you very happy. Congratulations, you two look amazing. I hope you both have a long life." The dangerous DNA scheme. Cody and Lulu hope to prove Joe's paternity. Teasers for General Hospital spoilers and updates. Dante Falconeri has been excited to hear about Lulu Spencer's son, whom he is unaware he has. Since finding out about Brooke Lynn Quartermaine-Chase's adolescent pregnancy and subsequent adoption, her interest has only grown. She has received warnings from everyone she confides in not to reveal the truth. Nevertheless, she has been blasted down and cautioned against this by everyone she has confided in, until she revealed to Cody Bell what she had found, and who she thinks Dante's son might be. When Lulu told Laura Collins and Carly Spencer about Brooke Lynn's covert teen adoption, both women strongly objected to her telling them. Even though this secret revelation could cause a great deal of anguish and pain, Lulu is eager to share it, particularly now that she believes Giovanni Gio Palmieri to be the long-lost son of Dante and Brooke Lynn. Cody was fully committed to revealing the truth. Given his unresolved concerns with his father and the years of deceit he had experienced, Cody was totally dedicated to finding the truth. Although Cody's inclusion in this plot is interesting, it begins to make sense to GH fans who anticipate and make predictions about what will happen next. Lulu has been inspired to take action by Cody's encouragement to share this secret. He will probably help her collect the proof needed to prove that Gio is, in fact, the kid of Dante and Brooke Lynn. Even though they have found some hints regarding Joe's ancestry, the data is still equivocal. Lulu located the group Camila was traveling with and received a picture. Joe's mother, Camila, claimed to be expecting a son while on tour, and gave Lulu a picture on the Monday, May 19th episode. In addition to mentioning that Camila abruptly quit the tour in late May, a former bandmate of hers provided Lulu with proof that she was not pregnant during the time frame she claimed. Gio thinks his birthday is on June 4th, but his fans know it's on May 15th. The idea of a woman not being pregnant, however, does not immediately link Gio to Brooke Lynn and Dante. It won't be long before Cody or Lulu discover that the information they require to verify Joe's status as Dante's kid is right in front of them, rather than their having to look elsewhere. DNA is required. To get the conclusive evidence they need, all they have to do is gather some samples and run a DNA test. Given that he and Max Scorpio recently went through a comparable exam, Cody might be the one to make this suggestion. Lulu may easily collect the Falconeri DNA sample by asking Dante or her son, Rocco Falconeri, for a toothbrush or a strand of hair. Joe's sample will be handled by Cody now that he is participating, and because they both live at the Quartermaine house, it should be simple. Lulu and Cody are probably going to start this plot very soon because GH spoilers indicate they are about to learn Joe's secret. In Port Charles, things can seem to take forever at times. Events in Port Charles often seem to go on forever, but occasionally everything happens quickly. Soon, Lulu and Cody will be able to obtain the DNA samples they have been awaiting, and they may discreetly go to the lab for prompt testing. Gio is about to be the subject of shocking revelations, according to recent General Hospital indications. It appears like Lulu and Cody will reveal a long-kept secret that has been kept for more than 20 years. The main query, though, is what the consequences will be, particularly given Dante and Joe's dysfunction. Sasha, meanwhile, reveled in her victory. She had successfully driven a wedge between Dante and Lulu, and now she had Michael in her debt. But her triumph was short-lived. Lulu, never one to back down from a fight, began digging into Sasha's past, determined to expose her for the manipulator she was. It wasn't long before she uncovered secrets that Sasha had worked hard to keep buried. The tables were about to turn, and Sasha would soon learn that playing with people's lives came with consequences. As the days turned into weeks, the tension in Port Charles grew thicker. Friends and family were forced to pick sides, with some supporting Dante and others standing by Lulu. The once tight-knit group was now divided, and the fallout from Sasha's favor for Michael showed no signs of slowing down.